Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back with me, Mr. Asep. In this occasion, first of all, I would like to say, as usual, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home during this pandemic. Hopefully, this pandemic will be better soon. In these occasions, we are going to have the last materials of Bahasa Inggris too, which is about pros and cons of jobs. As we know that in the future, you're going to be someone having jobs, don't you? Then if it relates to jobs, there will be, like positive sides and always also negative sides of jobs. So in these occasions, we are going to talk about what are the positive sides of jobs and also the negative sides. Then you have to give your opinion and compare your opinions with your partners. In the background, you can say and also see best jobs based on personality types. Okay, there are a lot of personality types had by several students or many students will have different personality, and also the jobs suitable for the personality. Okay, let's directly go on to the dialogue here between Anna and Adi. They are having debate on certain jobs. Look at Anasis. Designing clothes is not a man's job. So designing clothes is not a man's job. Eddie disagree, okay, to Anna's opinion by saying not so. Many great clothing designers are men. Just look at Calvin Klein and Igun. Do you know who is Igun? Igun is not iguana ya, Ivan Gunawan ya, designing clothes designer ya. Okay, agree and also disagree with the certain kind of jobs and also job activity. Anna says, by the way, I would love to fly all the time. Being a flight attendant sounds exciting. So Anna wants to be a flight attendant. Adi also says, I don't think so. Flight attendants get tired of traveling. They have to be away from their families all the time. So in this case, Anna wants to be a clothes designer. Okay, we may define designing clothes activity as clothes designer, and Adi disagrees with the activities of designing clothes, as Anna told. And Anna also wants to be a flight attendant. Flight attendant is someone who serves passengers in the aeroplane. We call it flight attendant. And Adi also disagrees with Anna's opinion about excitement having in a flight attendant, because flight attendants are very busy in the aeroplane. Okay, so these are the examples of positive and also negative sides of jobs, and agreeing and disagreeing about certain kind of jobs. From the dialogue, we can take some of the explanations or the examples of gerund phrases. First of all, we have to highlight what is gerund. Okay, let me highlight gerund here. Gerund. Easily, we can define gerund as verb ing. Okay, verb ing function as, noun. Gerund as noun here. Because we have phrases, phrases means more than one words. In this case, gerunds are paired with the other words to form gerund phrases. First, we highlight gerund phrases as subject. So it functions as subject before to be or before the verbs, yeah, like designing clothes. We call it gerund phrase because there is designing as gerund and also clothes as the other words becoming phrase. So designing clothes is not a man's job. Gerund phrases a subject. Being a flight attendant sounds exciting. It's also gerund phrases. Writing a gossip column would be fun. This is also the example of gerund phrases. Directing a TV show would be interesting. In this case, by dividing some of subjects, you will not always directly use is. Yeah, you may use sounds. Yeah, being a flat sentence is exciting. Not only is exciting, yeah, you can say sounds exciting, or seems exciting, looks exciting. Yeah, could be exciting, would be exciting. So you may use is, sounds, could be, would be, must be, maybe, seems. Yeah, for describing the subject. On the other hand, we can also have gerund phrases as object. So it is put after the verbs or after, to be. For example, he wouldn't like being a fashion designer. Okay, being a fashion designer is also gerund as object phrases because there are also other words. He'd enjoy being a flight attendant, writing gossip column, and writing directing a TV show. I mean, all of them are gerund phrases as objects because they are put after the verbs and also to be models. Okay, so gerund can be put at the beginning as the subject or at the end as the object in the phrases, but they must be in the form of verb ing as noun. Related to jobs, there are some criteria that we may use to describe or to write down the names of the job in English by adding suffix. So suffix is like lexis or letters put at the end of the words and stick to the words to form the names of the job and also to form the noun. The common suffix in English for describing the job is er, or, ist, and also ian at the end of the names of the job. It must be stick together. For example, we have er. The example is like teacher. So there is er here. Driver, er. After the verbs drive become driver, teach become teacher, for example. And you have to also describe the jobs activity. For example, teacher is someone who teaches at school. Driver is someone who drives a car or bus, something like that. So you have to describe the name of the jobs and also their activity or the definition. And you may fill in the blank here, or yes, using the other words for the names of the job. You may find it yourself, yeah, because there are many. OR, IST, teacher, typists, and musicians. All of them are in the, describing or for names of the jobs. Okay, so please fill in the blank here in the missing spaces by searching many kinds of names of the job and also definition of the job. Okay. Last but not least, I have tasks for you. What you have to do is writing. Yeah? You have to write about describing pros and cons here. Look at the instruction, choose a job and make a list of its advantages. Then use the list to write a paragraph about the job at a title. For example, you have the list of being a comedian is to be, it's fun to be funny. Yeah. You write down some of the, like interesting or advantages for the comedian. Like working as comedian seems exciting. First of all, making people laugh would be a lot of fun because you'd be laughing all the time. In addition, you'll get a lot of money, for example. So you may use useful expression here like first of all, okay, in addition means beside atau di samping itu ya. Further, selanjutnya, on the other hand, samping di sisi lain. For example, giving the example. So your task is to write down a job you want, or you may use choose a job, every job you want, and make the list of advantages and make it into paragraph. Please write down minimal three, yeah, minimal three sentences of advantages or benefits of your job to be, yeah, and add a title. After that, post it in the commenters in the YouTube. Okay, in my video and below the video there is commenter box. You have to put your paragraph there, 3 to 5 sentences or more than 5 also. Okay, and your other jobs is also to comment, yeah, to comment your friend's job. your friends list of job. Yeah, after you write down your list of job of advantages and post it in the commenter, you have to see your friends also advantages. Write down your comment on your friends advantages and please comments on the other hand. I mean, please comment the other sides of your friends uh, jobs. For example, when you see your friends being a comedian, these are the list of good or the advantages of comedian. After you read your friends' goodness here about comedian, you have to comment your friends like, I don't think so. Being a comedian is tiring. Being a comedian is ridiculous. Now, this is from negative sides of your friends. Okay, your friend's job, you have to put the negative sides. And after you put negative sides, let your friends also comment whether you agree or disagree. Okay, so there are like three tasks here. First one is writing down like this the paragraph in the commenter below. After you write down the paragraph, let your friends comment your paragraph on the negative side or yes, the disadvantages. And the last one is respond your friends comment. Yeah, respond your friend comments whether you agree or disagree. Okay, that's all of the video today. Should you have any question, you may write down in the commenter below. If you find this video useful and also beneficial, you may share, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you and see you in the next video. Oh yeah, because this is the last meeting of Bahasa Inggris 2, I'd like to say apologies for making an inconvenience. Hopefully you are still learning English every time and everywhere. Yeah, thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.